From WXII 12 News, this is breaking news.
An afternoon shooting in a residential neighborhood in Winston-Salem. What police know so far, we'll have a live report coming right up.
And we'll get back to that breaking news in just a moment, but first we are getting a bit of a break from the rain here in the Triad, but there's more on the way.
Yes, indeed. Chief Meteorologist Laney Pope leads us off at 6 o'clock to let us know how long this could stick around. Laney.
Looks like the soggy air is going to be with us for a couple more days, but it also means that the temperatures, which are mild, are also going to stick around. Now, we have had some waves of rain, especially across the Triad, where it was a little bit heavier an hour or so ago, but we're getting a little bit of a lull out there. Still gray skies, and yes, we are still looking at some fog and maybe some intermittent light rain out there through the evening, but most of the steady rain is at least temporarily shut off. We've seen, though, down to the south in parts of the Triad, in blue about 1/2 inch, in green close to 1 inch of rain. Our temperatures, they are definitely mild. So yes, the spring-like air continues with numbers that are in the 60s. The closer you are to the front, the better chance you have of seeing measurable rain. There's been some rough weather, though, south and east. Actually, a tornado touchdown at Loras High School there in the northeastern part of South Carolina. That one, thankfully, not producing any injuries earlier today. Our next wave of rain is down here to the south and west. It'll be on the way, and it'll be with us, especially by early tomorrow morning. So we keep the mild air in overnight. We may see isolated showers and storms. Yes, there could be a little bit of thunder in the forecast overnight and early tomorrow morning. I'll be back to talk about, yes, a wet start to the week and when we're going to have some colder air and some drier skies coming up.
All right, thank you so much, Laney. In Alabama, survivors of a deadly tornado are left to pick through the rubble of what used to be their homes. The tornado hit Saturday in Pickens County on the Mississippi state line. The National Weather Service confirmed it was indeed an EF2 tornado that claimed the lives of 3 people. Mario Sullivan says his mother lost her home.
This is somewhere where we used to go for Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's just like any big holiday, we just come here and gather. So it's like to see all of this gone, it was like very emotional.
The victims have been identified as 85-year-old Albert Barnett and his wife, 75-year-old Susan Barnett. The third victim, identified as Tyrone Spain, was 51 years old. Remember, you can always get alerts on severe weather right on your phone by downloading the free WXII 12 mobile app.
And now we want to get back to that breaking news out of Winston-Salem. A bullet flies through a woman's home as her neighbor gets into a shootout with someone who tried to break into their home.
Leanne Denyer is following this story. She's live at the scene. Leanne, what else have you learned?
Well, actually, just about 10 minutes ago, the Winston-Salem Fire Department showed up. We've been here all afternoon on Sagewood Lane in Winston-Salem, and now these firefighters are here helping out the police officers and the detectives who have been investigating this shooting. So what we've learned so far is police say that some kind of intruder came into the house just behind me, and a shootout started between the folks that live there and these intruders. But it's the person who lives in the neighborhood that we spoke with. If you've been with us this evening, maybe you've heard from her in some of our earlier newscasts, but take a look at this. She showed us a photo of her bathroom. She says she was sitting there putting her makeup on when she heard the shooting start, and if you take a close look at the top left of the photo, you can see that bullet hole. It went right through the house. She says she just dropped to the ground, terrified, unsure of where those gunshots were coming from.
2 feet above where I was sitting is where that one bullet hole went through, and all I can say is God protected me. God is good no matter what, and he protected me and he watched over me through this. So
investigators have been here all afternoon, like I mentioned. They haven't released any names of the people involved in this. They said that there's just limited details available right now, but we're going to keep an eye on this one for you. And anyone with information about this case is asked to call the Winston-Salem Police Department. But for now, reporting in Winston-Salem, Leanne Denyer, WXII 12 News.
In High Point, authorities are not expected to file any charges in a deadly crash this morning. Police say 38-year-old Michael Jacobs was run over by a freighter truck in the back parking lot of the Food Line on East Fairfield Road. It happened just after 5 a.m. Investigators tell us that Jacobs was homeless and laying underneath several blankets right underneath the truck, likely taking shelter from the rain. The driver of the truck drove off but is cooperating with this investigation. A Burlington woman accused of firing shots inside of a bank was in court today.
Alicia Rickman is accused of trying to rob the Truliant Federal Credit Union on Kirkwood Drive. It happened over the weekend.
But as our Kirsten Gutierrez explains, one witness says that Good Samaritans stopped her before she could do any harm.
Jacob Miller from Graham was home for college break when he went to deposit money at Truliant Federal Credit Union in Burlington Saturday morning. He says it was busy inside, and right when he was about to be helped, something he never imagined happened.
And then all of a sudden, I hear the door open and someone screams something to the extent of like, get on the ground, don't touch your phone, something like that. And then a shot goes off. It shoots into the ceiling, doesn't hit anyone, thank God.
Police say the person with the rifle was Alicia Rickman.
I was pretty terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Before Rickman could do anything else, Miller says in a matter of seconds, several people stepped in and tackled her to the ground.
So at this point, after those people had tackled her, a bunch of us had just ran out. I call 911, and I immediately say, there's an armed robbery at the bank.
Miller says several people held her down until police arrived. Investigators say no one was hurt, and Miller thinks that's because of the brave actions of strangers.
Yeah, I think they're absolute heroes because you don't know what she could have done. That shot could have hit someone. She could have, robbed a bunch of bank. It doesn't know what happened. So thank God for those people to have subdued her for real.
Rickman is charged with armed robbery with a dangerous weapon and first-degree kidnapping. In Burlington, Kirsten Gutierrez, WXI 12 News.
We reached out to Truliant Federal Credit Union about this very incident. They cannot comment while this investigation is ongoing.
A Mebane man is behind bars tonight accused of having a sexual relationship with an underage girl. 28-year-old Daniel Strogan Jr. is charged with felony statutory rape of a child. He's accused of having a sexual relationship with a girl from 2017 through 2019 and is in jail on $75,000 bond right now. Well, 3 Rowan County teachers are accused of sending sexually explicit pictures to students. Deputies arrested Donovan Hernandez and Justin Avery today. Ethan Gross is already in custody. Investigators say all 3 taught at West Rowan Middle School in Salisbury. The sheriff's office there says a student came forward after receiving and sending inappropriate messages through social media apps from the men. All 3 are charged with indecent liberties with a minor.
A driver was cited for hitting a Davidson County deputy who was directing school traffic this morning. It happened at Churchland Elementary as students were being dropped off. No word yet from authorities on how that deputy is doing at this hour. Meantime, school leaders say that the driver did stop. They are charged with failure to reduce speed. Breaking news from the Outer Banks tonight. A possible shark bite is now under investigation. A Facebook post from the Cape Hatteras National Seashore says that a 26-year-old surfer was bitten in Rodanthe around 2:30 this afternoon. He has a non-life-threatening injury to his foot. He was treated at a local hospital.
The state legislature is briefly heading back to Raleigh tomorrow. There's not much on the to-do list, but Republicans plan another attempt to override Democratic Governor Roy Cooper's budget veto. Senate GOP leaders say they plan to put the vote on the floor debate calendar. Republicans only need 1 Senate Democrat to vote to override or 2 Democrats to be absent to get the necessary supermajority to see it through. But Democrats still sound united in upholding the governor's veto. A bill addressing scholarships for children or wartime veterans also could be considered in a special session expected to last just 1 day.
Happening now, another county in the Piedmont Triad is discussing a resolution that impacts gun owners. Stokes County is debating Second Amendment protections at the county commissioners meeting. That meeting just got underway, and if it's approved, the resolution would largely be symbolic. Wilkes and Surrey County commissioners have already passed similar measures.
Piedmont Triad has a new affordable housing option. There was a ribbon cutting earlier today at the Moxville Point apartment complex. There's about 70 homes in this community, and it's set to be more affordable for working families in and around the area. The North Carolina Housing Finance Agency assisted in this project. 13th District Congressman Ted Budd was among those on hand for the grand opening of this complex.
We now have the name of the worker killed in an ammonia spill that happened on Friday. It happened in Statesville at a business that ships and stores food. They say Anthony Matina and Carson Droney were working on pipes in a freezer unit when a leak occurred. Matina died at the scene. He was from Georgia. Droney was hospitalized for injuries and several others were treated, including 2 paramedics.
Attorney General William Barr calls a deadly shooting at a Florida Naval Air Station an act of terrorism. Federal investigators say Mohammed Saeed al-Shamrani shot and killed 3 people at the Pensacola base last month, injuring 8 others as well. Deputies ended up shooting and killing the suspect, who was a member of the Saudi Royal Air Force and was training at that base. Authorities found that the suspect acted alone. Investigators are now calling on Apple to help them get into 2 smartphones that he owned.
In Commitment 2020 now, Senator Cory Booker is officially ending his Democratic presidential campaign. Booker, who entered the race for the presidency nearly 1 year ago, announced this morning that he is dropping out. He only polled at about 2% nationally, and with Booker's departure, former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick is the only African-American candidate now in this race. Folks, there will only be 6 Democratic presidential hopefuls taking the stage for tomorrow's debate in Iowa. It is the last primary debate before next month's Iowa caucuses. In order to qualify, candidates had to both raise money from 225,000 unique donors and meet one of 2 polling thresholds.